Hello, I'm Steve Thomas
And I'm Ryan Thomas.
from Not Your Father's Fundraising Podcast. Every week, in addition to covering our main topic, we give you a couple of items that should be on your radar. This week,
The placebo effect might be a placebo effect?
and I talk about a book by Adam Grant called Think Again, that you will think differently about the way you think. Here's how it plays out.
Yep.
So I'm going to go with, because I know you have this book too.
Yep.
But I'm just going to get ahead of you.
You're not going to get Project Hail Married again.
No, that's so awful. The book is called Think Again by Adam Grant, and it is a really easily accessible, fascinating book. The subtitle is The Power of Knowing What You Don't Know. So one of the things that the first chapter convinces me of is the first instinct fallacy. And so many guys my age, we've learned to trust our instincts. We believe we know how this works. And he makes this beautiful case. This is in the prologue. He makes this beautiful case for how the very act of always trusting your instincts can lead you in very bad places. And the fact that if you cannot revise your first instinct or revise what you know to be true on an ongoing basis from empirical evidence, you will fail significantly. And so Think Again, Adam Grant, done.
My turn.
Okay. And yours is awesome, I can tell.
And
because you even moved your
yeah, well, I don't
screen away,
want you to
read ahead.
Yeah, I don't want you to read ahead. In less than a minute, tell me about placebos and the placebo effect.
Oh, placebos are the idea that the brain, the body, our personhood is powerful enough that if we think we're taking medicine, it can be a sugar pill and actually cure, mitigate, relieve pain, problems, illnesses, just based on the perception that we think it's real or we think it's medicine. How did I do?
Well, you got it wrong.
Oh, man.
So that used to be what we knew about placebos. So
Well, that stinks.
a researcher, had been trying to treat and cure IBS, irritable bowel syndrome,
Right.
for years, and he was frustrated. And he knew placebos work.
Yep.
I mean, we all know that. You know that. It's been proven.
It's amazing what placebos will do.
But what's frustrating him is that that's not a solution, because a placebo can never be used as a medical practice because of the deception.
Oh!
And so he decided, he just kept reading, and he was reading pre-briefings that studies do with people. And
Where they say, here's what the study is about. Here's what
is double blind,
You're
all this
either
stuff.
you're either going to get the sugar pill or you're going to get the real one.
And he noticed a lot of people say something to the effect of, well, I'm nervous about getting the placebo because if I feel better, what does that mean about my condition? Did I make this all up? Is this
it all
in my
psychosomatic?
head?
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
And then they have all this guilt and shame and anxiety about going into a study that is going to help them probably. So he decided, wait, I'll just remove that anxiety and tell people up front.
Oh, you're getting the sugar pill.
You're getting the sugar pill. And it works.
So, wait.
He did it.
Wait.
Okay.
So he says, you're getting the sugar pill. Mm-hmm. You're not getting the real medicine.
He says, here's your placebo.
Do they know what it means when it says placebo?
He did it's the clinical double blind.
Wow.
It's a Vox article. I'll send it to you. Google Vox, VOX, placebo. It'll pop up.
Okay.
And
if you're watching on video, because we'll be live on video.
Yeah, we'll be live on video by now.
I'll
put the link. His theory is, and I want to give everything away because it's a fascinating read.
How did I miss that?
Is if a placebo makes you better,
Is
Who cares?
Is it a placebo?
No, it's
like there's if a pill falls in a
it's
forest.
Schrodinger's placebo. But his thing is, if a placebo makes you better, why do you care if it was psychosomatic
you don't.
or whatever?
Yeah, you don't.
So it's not. I will just say, because we're getting into medical stuff.
We're not doctors.
We're not doctors. This guy doesn't
Seek
seem
your
like
own.
he's to the point of saying, look, we're getting rid of big pharma. We're just going to do sugar pills and everybody's going to be fine. However, I was fascinated by two things. One, something I thought was, down to Newton's laws of science.
Agreed.
I thought I knew exactly how this worked. He's proven in a clinical double-blind study.
How many people were in the study? Was it? I mean, not like more than 7. Kind of.
Yeah, it was statistically.
Okay. Wow.
It's been peer reviewed and.
Oh wow.
Like, okay, and so even if it's not always going to be, just to be able to get that proven in a gold star study that is accurate and legitimate, even to do that one time, I'm enthralled.
Okay, as fascinating as this is, does this have anything to do with what we do for a living?
Yeah. So your fundraising does not have a placebo. No. Question everything.
Oh,
so you will have people in your organization who
it will tell you
say,
the way it's supposed to be,
and you may have somebody who says, "Nope, in direct mail we've always done low, medium, high as our ask array. That's just what we do." Well, if you want to test it, test it.
Yeah,
if they don't have a good reason besides, well, that's just how we do it.
Tell them about give them a sugar pill.
Give them a sugar pill, and then they're just like, "Oh, that is such a great idea."
Cool.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Not Your Father's Fundraising Podcast. If you've enjoyed the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. We really appreciate that effort. Tune back in next week for another fresh episode of Not Your Father's Fundraising Podcast.